Thoughts on when Hogan came into WCW, and what was your relationship like him at the time?
Well, I hadn't been around him in quite a while, and um, you got to realize Hogan was, one of the biggest draws ever. I mean, the movie and everything he did, uh, all this and that. I mean, all the press that he got, and he was a big help to WCW. I mean, I think whenever he ended up turning, that's when the WCW really got cranked up, was because of him, in my opinion. This NWO thing, and when he finally switched, because he was a good guy all the time.
Right.
And he did that. That's huge. That's huge. And of course, he did it at the wrong place. Should have done it up there in New York.
Right.
But he was good for the company. Yes, he's a pro, man. He is a pro, and he's very well known. People know him. He is very recognizable.
Thoughts on when Randy Savage came
in? Don't know much about him. I mean, I do.
Right.
I worked with him some. Then see, a lot of guys will go to a gimmick that they go to a gimmick, in my opinion, that they don't have to work as hard. Some of them, they rely on that gimmick. And I'm not saying he did, but I see a lot of them that have a lot of gimmicks like that, but he worked pretty darn hard. And I believe, he was different. He was different. His deal was good, and he worked hard. He come across pretty good. There again, I think it's all way too much. But
what was he like outside the ring? A lot of people said he was a really paranoid person.
I never hung with him. I mean, I didn't hang with him. He had his wife with him and everything all the time. So I don't. You may think I'm BSing you, but I'm not. I just didn't hang around with him. Do my business, and that was it.
Who came up with the whole Gary Spivey angle?
Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart's a smart fella, buddy. Jimmy Hart has got a head on him. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. He was very underrated. This guy's got a good. If I was going to work for somebody nowadays, and if anybody could get it going, Jimmy Hart would be that person. If I was going to start a wrestling company, he'd be the first guy I'd hire, because he doesn't let things fall through the crack. He remembers. His memory's still good. I mean, he's got it. He does, and he's never had a chance to show it. But I saw that he does. He comes up with some good stuff.
Now he's doing the XPW.
Well,
not XPW. XPW.
Well, I hope he does well, and I'm sure it will. I hope, for his sake, because he deserves it.
What were your thoughts when you were told about the original idea of Nitro and going head to head with Monday Night Raw? Did you think it was going to be good for the business, or did you think it was bad for the business?
It would have been the beginning of the end. I would have had it on a different day, because you are not going to be friends. Period. You're not. And even though we did for a while, it was only because everybody he had up there left, and he had to regroom and redo people.
Right.
And he did. He ain't slowed down a lick.
What did you think of ECW at the time, and just how the whole business was changing?
I thought it was terrible. I think the whole, what's sad about it is that they actually taken the people out of really getting into the match. You know what I mean? I mean, you've got to know how to do that. It's like a puppet, and I'm up here, and here's the people, and it's, I need to be controlling you. I need to control your emotions. That's what it's all about. That's why people come. They come to vent. They come. They come to let out their frustrations, and they come and they like it. They get to liking somebody. And I compared it to at one time like NASCAR. I mean, those fans there love it. And those fans are probably the best. And wrestling had that at one time. I mean, we did. We were there, but now, now it's about, I can teach anybody how to do bumps within 2 to 3 months. And to really learn how to work, it takes you anywhere from 3 to 5 years. Working a lot. And they don't have no more territories. They don't have places where these kids can go learn. So, it's hard. And all it is now is showbiz. I mean, it's about nudity and the cursing, and somebody lost their life. I thought it was insane, and peaks and valleys. Well, I'd rather keep it like this here to have peaks and valleys, and I think it's just running. It's getting, people are tired of it. I mean, I think now. With the economy and everything now, I think it's going to be hurt somewhat. I do. It's getting old. That's just the way I feel. I hear people, and when I say this, it's from a lot of people saying to me, you used to, and I hear it every day, at least once a day, that it ain't the same no more, and they quit watching. I hear it all the time. Now, I'm sure you have too. I mean, unless I'm wrong.
No.
I don't think so.
When did the angle where you nailed Pillman with the broom handle, where was it supposed to go?
I don't know if it was supposed to go anywhere.
It was just
Yeah. Okay. It was just a thing.
Were you ever pressured to stay out of the ring at this time at all, or no?
No.
Okay.
No. I didn't want to. They kept wanting me to go back.
Right.
And then I got hurt. This last time I got hurt. I got hurt.
What exactly happened?
Well, when I was picking up I don't forgot his name. Anyway, if you saw the tape, when I went to pick him up for the pile driver, his legs were bent, and he's a 275-pound kid. Well, his legs were like that, and then finally, I'm fighting it in my hands. When it broke, if you saw when I hit the mat.
It was Johnny the Bull.
No,
No, it wasn't?
No, not Johnny. Big tall kid, about 6'6", 6'7". Not Sean O'Hare, but the other. Jindrak. Mark Jindrak. That's who it was with. And I went to give him the pile driver, and when my hand, see, if I would have came down where I was with him, it would have dropped him right on his head. And his weight and everything is, I'm trying to get him this way, and his legs, if I pick you up straight here like this,
right,
nothing to it. But if you let your legs go that way, it don't work. Don't work. And something's going to happen. And I never hurt anybody, seriously. But, and that's what happened. And I hit the ring, my whole right side went numb. Just numb. Today, my toes are all numb. I got to have a rod in my back. They got to fuse it, take out 2 discs and put a rod in it. And I'm just I'm in chronic pain. I go to a pain doctor. And, because once that happens, for me to sit and stand for very long, I got to be, it's hard for me to do anything. And I got hurt bad. And my operation, had another operation on my neck, which was the 3rd one. And basically I broke my neck again. That's basically what happened. So, my body ain't, it's not very good right now. It's hurting as we speak.